Hi, I'm Mike Lowe for Digital Camera, and this is our review of the Panasonic Lumix GF3, which is the world's smallest and lightest interchangeable lens camera. The GF3's goal to knock away every millimetre of excess does a grand job in making it a positively tiny camera. Although there's more physical depth than your average smartphone, the GF3 is less wide than the iPhone 4, as you can see here. It's also of a similar height. However, all this trimming does come at some expense, as compared to the original GF1, there are no physical mode dials. When the GF2 came out, it introduced the touchscreen, which meant many of the controls became virtual buttons that were in the screen itself. The GF3 very much follows on with this trait, although it removes yet more, as there's now no built-in hot shoe, so it's not possible to add an external flash gun or an external viewfinder should you so wish. This makes it an unashamedly consumer compact, and perhaps one that's less targeted towards the more professional market. The GF3 has a 12.1 megapixel micro four thirds sensor at its heart, which is the same resolution as that found in the previous GF2, although we see this resolution as a kind of sweet spot and we're glad it hasn't seen an increase in resolution. There have been some changes internally to the processing, and the camera is now capable of shooting from ISO 160 through to 6400 and should produce better quality images overall. Burst shooting, it's able to shoot 3.8 frames per second, and there's also a 1080i HD movie mode as well. Full manual controls feature, as does an intelligent auto button which can be accessed using the one touch button on top of the camera, where the camera will take full control of shots for you. The choice to retain the 12.1 megapixel sensor is a good thing in our books, as the micro four thirds sensor avoids overpopulating its surface with excess pixels that could diminish final image quality. With sensitivity from ISO 160 to 6400, there's a wide range available, and improvements have been made across the board compared to the previous GF2 model. While ISO 160 to 400 are of good quality, beyond this the shots become softer and more image noise grain is also visible. Above ISO 1600, at the top end of the spectrum, colour noise becomes a prominent issue that can render shots far less usable, however. Throughout all the shots, the GF3's processing can render the shots a little soft overall, so shooting in RAW and taking more control will pull the most out of your images. The touchscreen is the way to access the majority of controls, and for autofocus there are many different options to choose from. There's face detection, subject tracking, a 23 area mode, a single area which can be positioned around the screen, and a new pinpoint mode as well, which zooms in right to 100% to confirm the focus before then allowing you to take the shot. The autofocus system is also very quick. You can touch anywhere around the screen, right from the very edge to edge, in order to obtain the focus point. And this mode is also available in the 1080i movie mode, which is particularly useful as you can literally touch where you'd like to focus, and there's a very smooth transition that autofocuses between one subject and the next. As the GF3 is a small camera, it also comes with a rather small battery. At 300 shots per charge is a limited amount of juice to keep you going, and that's not much more than a standard compact camera might have. The GF3 delivers top quality in a very small package. More advanced users may feel a little bit let down that there's no hot shoe fitting and therefore it's not possible to add external accessories, plus there's no physical mode dials to take control either. But as a more consumer targeted camera, it really does deliver. It's small and pocketable, the touch focus is very effective, and the autofocus is also extremely fast. Add to this a great 1080i movie mode, and there's plenty here for very little money too. It's around £469 with the 14mm lens, which is actually cheaper than the GF2 currently retails for. Overall, we gave the GF3 89% and our recommended award.